Hello everybody, it's me here, Cameron Brown, and a warm welcome to the HowToCameron channel. I hope you're having a great day. I am having a fantastic day. I am not depressed, I am not down, I am not sad, I am not angry. Guys, I'm in a normal mood. Haha. If you couldn't tell, that's a joke. I'm all of them. Today I'm going to be talking about PE at school. This is a very relatable video, I feel like, because generally speaking, PE is one of the most complained about subjects. And saying music and drama exist, it says a lot about how bad PE really is. I hated PE all through my life, and I want to talk about why I don't like PE and talk about some funny experiences that I had in PE. Smash like if you enjoyed this video, subscribe to the channel if you're new today, and we're going to get into today's video, and we're all going to smile, and we're all going to enjoy the video, guys. I don't want anyone watching this video with a sad face emoji. I saw a reaction video someone made on me, and the guy commented like, best YouTuber ever, and I went onto his channel just to see, you know, if he made content, because I wanted to support him, and I realised that he made a reaction video on me, and I was kind of interested to watch it. I watched it a bit. I'm going to give you guys an accurate videos for kids is completely different. It's like kids. You don't have to convince them to subscribe. You don't have to convince them to watch your videos. They see a thumbnail, if it's colourful and epic, they're gonna click on it. If you ask them to subscribe, they'll subscribe.
That's not always true. Besides that video, subscribe! That is extremely boring. Best YouTuber ever. Oh god. No, how
Thanks for the support, Cat Lover, whatever the hell his name was. Now unsubscribe and f*** off. So at our school, we had to do PE all the way up until the end of year 12. Even in year 12, at sixth form, we had to do PE. Admittedly, when we did PE in year 12, in the first year of sixth form, it was really good because we could choose whatever we wanted to do. And I remember I used to do gym quite a bit, and I like exercising. I'm a fitness maniac, guys. I have the biggest biceps to ever exist. Look at that, I have massive biceps, guys. I'm not going to take on my shirt, I can't be honest. Guys, just take my word for it. Well, I love exercise, you know, I think it's very important. I do it in my free time. And PE, you know, in year 12 catered for that. But previously, before that, I actually had a very, very bad impression of exercise and sport, which is quite ironic, saying the main intention of PE is the opposite. You know, PE is meant to get you into doing sport besides school. Obviously the government, they care so much about students and people being healthy, and genuinely speaking, there is certainly an issue with health in this country. There are so many fat kids, there are so many fat people, there are so many people who are thin but really unhealthy because they don't work out. And I feel like the government know about this, and they think that the best way to get people exercising is by forcing them into it, which I just don't think is true. I got into sport through trying to build myself as a person, you know. I remember specifically August, September, right? I was feeling really bad about myself. My mental stability was awful. It was so bad. And then I got into boxing and I started watching boxing matches, and that inspired me to do exercise. PE did the opposite for me. Year 7 to year 9 was probably the worst. Now, I believe we had to do PE twice a week. Indoor PE and outdoor PE. Indoor PE was way, way better than outdoor PE, just on the basis of it being humane. I can't believe how angry the teachers were. When I was a kid, year 7, year 8, year 9, we used to do rugby, football, and hockey. I believe they were the sports that we did. And they were outdoor sports. And some days it was really, really cold indeed, and rainy and horrible. And you know what? I don't think there's anything wrong with forcing kids to go outside and do sport, because at the end of the day, once you start doing it, you start feeling better. But it's just the teacher's attitude towards, you know, the kids going out when it's so cold. Because I remember many times this happened. You know, I was doing PE every week, so this was happening very regularly in the months of January, February, March, etc. But literally, I'd go outside, I'd be like, oh my god, it's so cold. And obviously I wouldn't be that motivated to do it because I'm a kid and, you know, I don't understand sport or exercise or anything because I'm a goddamn nerd loser, you know. But the teachers were so pressuring. Like, literally, the teachers would shout at you if you just didn't start running and start doing well at the sport. And I remember with, like, football and hockey and rugby, I was awful at it. I was so bad. And the issue that I mostly faced was the issue of the difference in skill level, because there were a lot of people, a lot of students doing PE who enjoyed PE, they were good at PE, they were good at lots of sports, And then there were the complete opposite. And I actually remember a lot of my friends who were losers back then, just like me. We hated sport, and it gave us a very negative impression of sport because it just seemed very unfair in general. Because if you're competing in a sport, you're competing against people who are so much better than you, who are taking the rip out of you. You just aren't inspired to improve at all. And the thing that I found daft is that we never really focused on one specific sport. We never had the option to choose what sport we wanted to do up until year 9 at least, maybe year 10. And I think that's just really absurd, you know? I don't get why I was forced to do goddamn rugby. Like, rugby is such a daft sport when you think about it. No, not to roast any rugby players or anything, but it's a dangerous sport, you know? It's a sport that can get you really, really injured. There's lots of physical contact. The fact that kids are literally forced to do that seems ridiculous. I was terrified of sport because I was playing rugby against people who were massive. And, like, I was expected to prosper by the teachers. Like, I don't get it. I remember when we were first able to choose what PE sport that we wanted to do. I chose one that all my friends were choosing. I believe it was something like tennis or badminton. I forgot. A racket sport. I wish, you know, I could have actually done them during PE, not flipping rugby. Well, a flip. Rugby, be able to produce the most amount of momentum, pretty much. Jesus Christ, that's what the sport should be flipping nicknamed. All my friends and me chose to do one specific sport so we could work together and actually have a good time. Because generally speaking, if you're doing something that you don't originally enjoy, but you're doing it with good people, you grow to enjoy it. And that's the thing with PE. I imagine that the main purpose of PE is to get people into sports and specific things like that. And I was put in a completely different one. I applied for, I believe it was tennis, and I got into spin. And if you don't know what spin is, okay, I'm going to be a bit roasty here, whatever. It's not sport. Like, it's literally a joke. You pretty much sit on a stationary bike and you pedal against the resistance. Who's it good for? Women who want to look good because it builds up your ass. That's pretty much it, and your legs. So I don't know why the hell I was put in that because, you know, when I was 14, 15, 16 years old, I don't remember how old I wasn't bothered about the firmness of my ass. I'm not into anal or anything. What the flip? Like, what's the point of me doing spin? Like, I don't know why the hell I was put in spin because I didn't apply for it. And the teachers were very aware that most people doing spin were popular girls. Most people who do spin are popular girls. Just because it helps you so much more physically than, say, football, which, you know, may just burn fat or whatever. But, like, honestly, it was the most horrendous thing ever. And I remember how cringy it was. And you gotta remember, I was 15, 16. So things that I would see as cringy now, I wouldn't recognize that they were cringy back then. But even I knew that as a little fetus, how cringy spin was. Because I remember you're literally pedaling on a stationary bike and then the resistance is constant and then all of a sudden you have to stand up on the bike and then you have to pedal and the music's starting to get crazy. And that's actually how I first got into M&M, to be fair. So maybe it isn't all bad. But like literally you're pedaling and then the music's getting more and more dramatic and then the instructor's going, go faster, you can do it. And I'm there literally thinking to myself, why the flip am I here doing a flipping exercise regimen for no reason? Like, all I wanted to do was pee with my friends, and now I'm working out on a spin bike trying to improve the firmness of my ass. What the flip? It was honestly ridiculous, and like, there was no guys or anything. Like, I genuinely think I was put in that PE class on purpose. So that's me talking about PE. Have you got any funny PE stories? Leave me a like and comment about them. Subscribe to the channel if you're new today, and I'll be seeing you guys later. Bye.